Hi everyone, welcome to the Mimi Janha show. I'm your host, Mimi Sister Janha. This was Hi everyone, welcome to the Mimi Janha show. I'm your host, Mimi Sister Janha. This was an excellency known as JOYE, their yearly Women Empowerment Forum. And this year we've been so honored to be invited at this event in particular. And we here and spoke to like a lot of great women, and we captured some of the behind the scene moments and some of these amazing women with their stories that they have to tell that will inspire a person and also maybe a generation. On that note, keep it locked. We'll be right back with more of JOYE. Thank you.
Managers out there. They're your leaders. Good difference.
So here I am in this dream role facing a possible relocation.
Professionally in our careers, but I think I have a topic that stands regardless of where you work, whether you work in the home or you work in Black Friday, about 43% of the e-commerce related to
Women Empowerment Forum here in McKinney, Texas. I'm here with the CEO of JOYE, Miss President herself. It's so humbling to have you on the show. Tell our viewers out there a little bit about yourself and why it's so important for every single woman out there to come support the JOYE Women Forum every year.
Well, thank you very much, Mimi, for having me. And I am just so joyful to be on your show. And I'm so excited to actually be profiled here as well. So I am Ramina Silla. I have a PhD in public administration. I am an assistant professor at a university in Maryland. And I am just honored to be speaking with you.
Dr. Amina, I mean, it's just so humbling and such an honor to have you on the show. You are such an inspiration to our Gambian community, and as young as you are, you have so much to give and you have so much to tell. Tell us about the particular this women forum, this Joy Women Forum. You guys organize such a great event, by the way, and you guys have these powerful speakers. These women came in and gave us tools of life. You know, you being part of the organization organizers and the CEO of Joy itself. So tell us, what is one thing that you learned today in these women's speeches that you want to take home and you want to implement? Or
One thing you said, one of the questions you asked was why this women empowerment? And as I've said before, this really was a way of saying thank you. Thank you to all the women that contribute to Joy. Thank you to all the women who give their time to Joy. And Joy is an all volunteer organization. None of us are paid. Everyone who does work for us do it because they love doing this. So this for us is just a way to say thank you to our community. And what I learned, we had speakers that came to tell us about our life work growth, career growth. Speakers talk about our personal finances and financial health and well-being. Speakers talk to us about how to communicate effectively. We just had a whole like spectrum of speakers, and out of this, it's like an alphabet soup of tools, right? It's an alphabet soup of tools. And what I learned, Dr. English talked about how to be able to communicate effectively, you have to know yourself. Because when you know yourself, then you can effectively communicate. I thought that was great, and I would like to add on that. So the best way to communicate, or when you know you've communicated, when you have not offended or defended. Meaning, if I talk to you, I should not have to offend you nor defend what I just said. So I think communication was key, and the fact that 90% of us think we actually know ourselves, and only 10 to 15% actually know ourselves. I thought that was phenomenal to me, and that's what I learned out of this thing was I have to know myself, and sometimes the lies we tell ourselves does not allow us to grow. So I think unpacking that lie and actually seeing yourself for who you are, knowing your own reality, and that's when you can actually be able to communicate effectively, I think. So this conference, summit, however you want to call it, as I mentioned, it was an alphabet soup of tools. So think about yourself wearing a tool belt, and you have A to Z tools in there. So the thing is, now all you got to do is every time you get into a situation, you go, I think I need this one, and you pull it out and then you use it, because we armed you with that, and also we learn about who we are as humans. Like, okay, are you a hawk? Are you an ostrich? Are you an owl?
because I'm like, I think I'm everything. But it depends on the situation.
Right. So I think it was just I learned a lot of things today. So I'm just excited.
It's exciting, actually. You know, you felt like you gained something by coming here today. So talk to us. I know you guys do this every year. Why is it so important for every woman out there to come and support Joy and to be at this forum every year?
Because we just believe that women should be the CEO of their lives. So we strongly do believe that, and especially for us dealing with young women in Gambia, and not only in Gambia, in Kenya, and also here in the United States, because we are grooming them to become CEOs of their destinies, right? So us now, we're grooming them, have to be able to do that. And if we're not ready to do it, there's that gap, that disconnect. So we want to fill that disconnect, want to fill that gap rather, and bridge it so that when we stand in front of those girls, and whether it's in Gambia, whether it's in Kenya, wherever it is that we're talking today, we have those tools to be able to tell those girls, yeah, we tell you you can be everything, but maybe we should change that narrative a little bit and say you can be everything, but as Dr. English said, it's seasonal. every season, maybe this season you want to be a mom, and next season you want to be a CEO, and then the season you just want to lean back and not, yeah, you just want to lean back, yeah, you just want to lean back and not do anything, right? Because we have this tendency of always trying to lean in. So hey, maybe if you lean in, you might fall flat on your face. So you gotta, if you have all those tools, yeah, once in a while it's okay to fall flat on your face. And then yeah, so it's what you learn. It's how you get up, if you get up at all. That's what determines you, the kind of person you are. So I think for us today, we just want women to get those tools. Get those tools. So you are the CEO. I mean, think about it though. You're the architect of your household. So you have to have all those tools so you can build that house. So we're giving you the pen. Now write your story.
Beautiful, amazing, very inspiring, very empowering. I want to thank you guys so much for inviting me on the Joy, the forum today. I'm very humbled, and I thank you personally for being such a huge force and such a great inspiration for the Gambian community here in the United States and as well as in Gambia. Thank you for stepping on the show, and I really appreciate your time.
Well, Mimi, thank you for having me. And you have just been a very, very phenomenal, light, and just uplifting people. You make everyone told me when I talk to people, say, "Oh, she makes me feel so comfortable." So, and you're letting them pour out the story. So, thank you for coming, and we really appreciate you. And again, as I said, everyone volunteer and just do. We call and people answer. We called you. You said where, when. Never how much. Yeah, so let's do it. So here you are, and we and when I say we, I mean the whole Joy organization. We really thank you for coming, and within 24 hours you answered our call and you came and you answered that call, and we just appreciate you so much and we celebrate you. So thank you very much.
It's so humbling to hear that from you. I really appreciate this amazing event that they hosted today for the Joy Women Empowerment Forum. I'm here with my sister, Jay Cisse. Such an honor to have this amazing, wonderful, hardworking women on the show today. So talk to us, Jay. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why was it so important for you to be at this forum today?
Well, all I can say, I just want to thank the Joy Society for hosting this event. It's been a great honor. We've had the last event, I think, a couple of years ago, and I was one of the panelists. And I really appreciate the effort they do in America and also back home. As a woman, I've gone through a lot coming to this country at a young age, very young age. And I'm thankful also for the achievements that I've done so far, and I can only thank the Almighty. Most people know that I've now a doctor and I practice medicine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my focus is mostly preventive medicine and wellness programs for women. So coming out here today was really great to see how much women are doing in our society and how much we can learn from each other. My whole focus in life is to make a difference in every individual's life that I've come to met, and in the future that's what I want to continue to do, is to empower my fellow women and humanity in general. So I'm very pleased and I'm thankful.
Let me tell you, addressing you as a doctor, and you said empowering women. Jay, I gotta tell you, this is a personal story between me and her. This woman inspired me a lot. She gave me so much tools to be successful in this country that I owe it to her. Just to tell her thank you for everything you've done for me. On that note, Jay, tell us, what is the hardest thing about being a woman?
I think it's also easy in a sense of being a woman, depending on how you look at it. I always try to look at the positive aspect of life. As you may know, being a woman in our society, being from Africa, it's very difficult because you are expected to be less educated. You're expected to be the mother. You're expected to be the management in the house. So coming in this society where things are a little bit different, you have to try to balance both roles. And it's been very difficult for most of my fellow women to be the African woman and at the same time to be the Americanized woman. So it's been a tough journey for most people trying to balance the two, but I can tell people it's doable. I've done it, and I know a lot of people can do it. And the main thing is to focus on yourself, to find out who you are as a person. What do you want to achieve in life as a person? And that helps you achieve those goals, because you cannot achieve a goal if you don't have one. So that's what I just want to focus on, people to learn themselves, identify who they are, and know where they want to be tomorrow. That is very helpful, and it has helped me in the past.
Wow, such a beautiful word and it's so encouraging, so warm in your heart, Jay. I want to thank you so much for stopping on the show today and give us this amazing feedback of the show and also, just great advices. I want to personally thank you for your time and thank you so much, Jay, for everything you've done for me.
I'll thank you too. I didn't even know I've done so much impact on you, and I really appreciate that you came out to me and tell me this even before the show. So that makes me even want to do much more than I've done for people. It's very important that I teach people whenever you meet new people in your life, try to make a difference. Try to do one little thing that they will remember you forever, and that has to be something positive. And I am thankful, and I'm very pleased with what you're doing, and I wish you all the best. You're such a beautiful person, and I know you can do more, you can do better, and keep on trying, and the sky is the limit for you, as I always told you.
So much. Thank you.
And who are our three major bureaus that you can get your credit for? Experience, Union, and Mindful Equifax, right? So those are your three major folks that you can get this for. Next, please. Now let's talk about how your credit, how lenders look at you when they look into, if you're a prospect, they look into you credit. It's called the 5 C's of credit. The first one is your character. So what character is telling them is your willingness to pay them back. And that information is obtained from your credit bureau. That's where they get their report from. They see who do you pay, how long you have the account, what is your debt utilization, how many credits have you acquired, because sometimes you go in one place to another, getting decline. That's all sending, messages to them that this person is really invested in credit. And I'll tell you one thing, there's a company called FICO. They're the one who developed the model, the credits, the score. But I'll tell you, this is developed in such a way that credit is given only when you don't need it. Seriously. Because if your behavior reflects, which is, for instance, you have 2 or 3 credit cards, you max them out, your score goes very, very low. And they're like, your score is low. I'm like, okay, that's why they're here to help themselves out. Because when I was an underwriter, that was the issue that I was having with other underwriters. Well, look at this. They have credit, I said, but they want to do.
We're back again live on the Mimi Janha show. This was JOYE, Women Empowerment Forum here in McKinney, Texas. I'm here with my fabulous sister. This woman is just so inspiring. And I'm sure some of you already saw her already, her speech, and she's just such a great, great mentor to me. Jennifer, I want to thank you, first of all, for being on the show. And talk to us, why was it so important for you to be here and support the JOYE organization today?
Very, very excited. First of all, I want to thank my sister, fabulous sister, Dr. Amina, the president, for giving me the opportunity to share and learn as well, and also for me to receive. You can have all you have, but if you don't have the right platform and the moments to share what you have, it's not much of justice. So I'm very, very thankful and appreciative of them here, bring me over to talk about financial empowerment, women empowerment, because finance is very crucial to our empowerment to liberate ourselves.
And Jennifer, you gave so many great tips out there on the finance part, and I enjoyed it. I call myself literally writing down, pen and paper, just kind of like just following through and writing down. That's how much engaging you were as a speaker. And you came across also like a teacher, because you were really telling us, write this and write that, and what is this and that. And it was great. It was great, and it was very inspiring, and it was very knowledgeable. So talk to us, Jennifer, on the finance part, and why is it so important for you to be at the finance sector, and why you felt like you have the tools to pretty much educate people about financing?
That's a very great question. You got me thinking. Because what I realize about finances, us as women or individual, we tend to do better with managing other people's money than our own money, right? One time I used to have a coworker some years ago. We were talking about something in the morning. He said, no, let me hang on. I always have to check this is a guy, by the way. He's a colleague of mine that manages another facility. He's like, oh, when I come every day, I look at my money first before I do anybody's job. And that got me like, whoa, that's very, very interesting, right? I'm like, okay, that's a different perspective to look at it because we sometimes women, again, we want to take care of everybody else and leave ourselves behind. And financial freedom is one of the most liberating things you can have because we all say we have a passion to do something. You just don't jump in to go to something if you don't have that financial freedom. So that's what today's segment was about, knowing your net worth. It's called What is My Net Worth? Yes, we all have to assess and understand what is our net worth is, right? We cross-reference Jeff Bezos, right? The founder of Amazon, because now he's the world's richest person. He's worth about 112 billion. All those calculations are all done the same way as the way a personal financial statement is done. Assets minus your liabilities gets to that. I know at his level it's a whole lot more complex, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's the same formula, same methodology. You are right about that. So that's what we got to do. Take a pen and a paper. Today, when you start, you may be in the minus, but it's not where you are today. It's the plan that you will make today. 3 months ahead, 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead, 5 years ahead, where do you want to be? And work towards that plan to liberate ourselves financially.
Powerful, powerful. This woman is just, she's everything. It's just powerful. And you are a great mentor. I gotta tell you that. And the way you come across, I mean, it's just very, very empowering, and it makes you want to get up and just get fired up and say, you know what, from now on, my account is not gonna be minus anymore. I promise. I'm not gonna buy things that I don't need, so on and so forth. Well, Dr. Jennifer, I know this is a yearly thing, and you got invited today. So tell the viewers out there why it's so important for them to come support this great organization called JOYE on this Women Empowerment Forum every year.
Yes, that's another great question. The reason people should come support JOYE is not just a one way. You just don't give. You give, but you also receive. The first gift you get is just having the satisfaction that knowing that you sponsor a child for education and changing their future. That alone is a selfish feeling that you get from, it's a reward that you get. That's number one, right? Number two, you come to events like this, you learn from all these panelists, from finance to communication to career development to all sets of things that you are learning from just coming into an event like this. So again, and thirdly, you also network with people. You get to know people that you've never met before. For instance, me coming here, I get an opportunity to meet the panelists, but also other folks that I haven't seen before. We're all from the Gambia and I haven't seen them before. Or I haven't seen them in a long time. So just be able to reconnect with them. That is very great. And I was able to see Auntie Marie, my sister. And I've never been to the state of Texas, but I really fall in love with it. So yeah, supporting JOYE. And even you don't make it today, you can sponsor a child for a year for $250 and change someone's life. So yes, this is all about youth excellence, supporting women, supporting children in the Gambia, Kenya, and they're looking forward to expanding.
Oh my gosh, awesome, Jennifer. Beautiful, beautiful message. It's so humbling to have you on this show. And thank you for supporting the Janha show. In case some of you don't know why the show is so success, and it's such a success, or it's semi-success, however you want to define it, is because of this woman sitting right here. She is the force behind the Mimi Janha show. She's like our main sponsor. She is like pretty much the force behind the show, which she keeps it going. Thank you, Jennifer.
I'll tell you, all we can do is support each other, and you have supported Ibroso Consulting. We all support each other. We all have different talent. We put it together, and we get the product, make it great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The training and advice that I had learned from my previous employer was noticed quickly by senior leadership. So after being with this company for about a year, another opportunity presents itself. And this opportunity was quite unique and something that I had never done before. And that brings me to my third nugget, which is ask the question or ask the questions. Most times when we learn of opportunities, we wait until the wrong time to ask the appropriate questions. What do I mean by that?
Forum here in Dallas, Texas. I'm here with one of my amazing sisters. This woman inspired me a lot, Zainab, the founder of the Muslim Women, mashallah. It's such an honor to have you on the show today. So talk to us, coming here today, why was it so important for you to actually come and support the JOYE organization?
The event was, it was incredible, and we learned so much from the sisters that presented and, everyone in the audience. And it's just about empowering women. It's not that women aren't empowered, but it's just sometimes it's good to have the reminder and the support. Yeah, once in a while, it's really, really good to have that reminder that we have each other, and we learn so much from each other because sometimes we get to, we lose perspective on things, and it's good to be reminded of things so we can come back and be better people. Yeah.
I learned a lot from these amazing women with all the speeches that they gave today. Talk to us. What is one thing that you are going to be taking with you today, knowing that you came here and you are so glad that you came and listened to some of these amazing women, their story? What is one thing that you would take home today and say, you know what, I learned this today?
Right. I actually learned a lot about myself. One of the presenters did a piece on communication, and I think that's really, really important because sometimes you're not as introspective as you should be. You don't know who you are, just like she said it, and I found out that sometimes, I don't communicate as well as I should. So I definitely do have a lot of apologies to make when I get home, and so yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I learned today. So.
Why? It's my story, and it melts my heart. It just made me realize how humble of a human being you are, and how vulnerable you can be, and you ask great questions out there today. So talk to us. What is one thing that you want everyone out there that's watching the show to know about this particular forum, and why is it so important for every woman to come and support this organization and what they do?
The JOYE Foundation and Alfie and Yvonne are incredible people. They, organize this whole event for the community, and it's good for everyone to come in and participate in it because you take away so much from it. It's not like it's a bonding session. Like, oh, you're right, it's a sisterhood, and we have the brothers as well there to support as well. So just getting the input from everyone is incredible because you learn so much. Sometimes you're in your lane and you think that everything you're doing is right, and it's not. So it kind of makes you think back. It makes you think back on what you're doing, and kind of so that you can, set your path and rectify some of the errors that you make on, in your daily life. So.
like you said, I guess we all human at the end of the day, right? But Zainab, it's so humbling to have you on the show, and thank you so much for being such a huge supporter of the Mimi Janha show. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Fact number 2 is the hawk. The mantra of the hawk is, it's your fault. Okay? The hawk blames others for, let me stop you there. The hawk blames others for a lot of things. Okay? The hawk appears to be strong, but in actuality is very weak emotionally. So you come across very aggressively, intimidating in some ways, but the reality is you're soft, emotional, and vulnerable.
Yep.
All right? And you have a habit of fault finding. So you don't have any issues finding the shortcoming in anybody, in any situation. I wouldn't have that dress on. That makeup is too much. I just really wish they were more eloquent. Oh, this event, if I was running it, my goodness, on time, on schedule, and done. All right? So the hawk, look at that picture. Look at that picture. This is how you appear to people. Okay, I'm walking.
So Beautiful, by the way. First of all, we're back again live on the Mimi Janha show. This was the JOYE organization for Women Empowerment Forum. I'm here with my sister. Please tell us your name and why was it so important for you to be here today and support the JOYE organization?
Absolutely. My name is Sharon Guillory. I'm actually one of the board members, newest board member for the JOYE Foundation. And it was yes, I'm excited. This organization is doing so many great things, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it. But it was very important for me to be here today because, women's empowerment. We have to recognize and know the power that we have within. And a lot of times we don't know that until we get around people that can pull that out of us. So today was so rich in content and sisterhood, and I'm just on 10 right now.
Very abundant, like you said. To all these women, the amazing speeches, and what is one thing that you want to take home today that you learned being at this forum today?
Yeah. So what I really took away, it was so much. Each and every speaker, I have so many notes. But one thing that I think that really struck me, I'm a mother of 6 daughters. I have a son, so 7 kids in all. Communication. I know, right? Thank you. I'm so tired. No. Hey, I've hung up the cape though. But the communication part of it, when I think Dr. Ashley started talking about the way you communicate, it really was eye-opening for me because I communicate in my job all the time. So I feel like I'm a good communicator. But, it really was eye-opening for me to look at, am I a hawk? And sometimes I kind of swoop down on people and do it this way. And so I think what I'm going to take home, I do go and apologize for my communication style to my daughters. So I took that away, and I'm going to do that today. It's going to be awesome.
That gives me goosebumps just knowing that that's something so powerful, and you're learning at being here today. So tell me, why is it so important for every woman out there to be in this forum every year?
Listen, we do this every year, and it's coming. We want to give back, but I think it's so important for women in any facet of life, whether it's career, family, any of that, to come and be around people who are going to sharpen you, who are going to make you look at yourself, right, without all the trappings, but just to push you to your destiny, because we all have a purpose. We all have gifts, gifts and talents, and there are women that are not jealous, are not, trying to hold you down. If you're around those type of women, you need to change your crowd. And this is the crowd that will push you, support you, pick you up, cry with you, laugh with you, but and challenge you. And I think that's what we miss a lot. We don't get around people who will challenge us. So yes.
Wow, that's a beautiful message. I'm so thankful to have you on the show. Thank you so much. It's so nice meeting you. Sure. So what's your name? Why was it so important for you to be here today?
My name is Patricia Ogari, and when Amina told me there was a women's empowerment conference or seminar, I felt that I really needed knowledge.
Great. It's so great to have you on the show. First of all, I want to thank you for stopping here today. Tell us at the Women Forum today, what is one thing that you learned that you want to take with you leaving the Women Forum today, and why it's so important for everyone to come support the JOYE organization every year?
It's important to come and support the JOYE organization because of what their mission is to try and help children in Africa and also out here in the US or in Ireland in particular. And what I got specifically was the financial management aspect of it. I believe that is what affects me most in terms of trying to find out what my net worth is, because sometimes we ignore the problem and we think it will go away. And I learned that no, you have to set specific goals and try and attain those goals.
That's very powerful. It was great, actually. You were right about that. Well, Patricia, I don't want to hold you up too long. It's so great having you on the show. Is there any last word that you want to tell to the viewers out there that are watching the show and why they should come every year and support JOYE?
Why they should come out here and support JOYE is just what they're trying to achieve in helping children. But in particular, what you learn in the Women's Empowerment Seminar, I think There's a lot of knowledge that you can't really get out there, how we women have to try and support each other and how we women have to look out for ourselves in terms of trying to better ourselves.
Wow, beautiful message. Beautiful message. I want to thank you so much for stepping on the show. It's such an honor to have you.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We'll be right back after this break. This was the JOYE Organization for Women Empowerment Forum here in McKinney, Texas. Live on the Mimi Janha show for the JOYE Organization Women Empowerment Forum. I'm here with my sisters. All right, Jufa.
Yes, Jufa is trying to.
Jufa, talk to us. Why was it so important for you to be here today and support this organization?
To be.
Mimi. Say something. Thank you for
Mimi. I was lost for almost 3 hours in Dallas.
No. I'm sorry about that.
But it worth it. Parce que JOYE is an organization bo xamne he's here for everyone, especially me. Why I was so impressed with Alfie Monomawa because there was a time I was maybe I don't know.
That wasn't Jufa. I want to thank you so much, Jufa.
There was a time Alfo dama ko appreciate a lot in my life. I really appreciate him in my life. He knows and I know. Why duma di lucky pour ma am pour di ñëw ci événement bi. Why tay kontaan na ba pare ma ñëw fi fekk fi suma raka bo xamne machallah.
Bakode Primary, Bakode Primary School.
Xale bi dama ne mako yar. Why mu nekk xale bu am jom. Te jom boobu noonu daf ko indi bi Amérique bi pare buga ma bi buga dee. Tey ma jaakaarloo moom rek xam nga ne kon suma xol dafa war a sedda. Saa yu mu wàccee school suñ kër laa jaar. Fu ma ko seen nag si Facebook dama dee kontaan. Understand nga ko wax ma ne la suma rakala moo Adja ñu dëkk bu rafet moom mu nekkoon suma xariti raka. Understand nga so but boobu laa ko dee xoolee te tey bi nga ma gisee definitely dafa nekk di ñëw rek every minute nga xoog ma so li nga door nii yàlla nga ci am ndam yàlla nga ci am sutura li nga yóotu ci sa àddina yàlla nga ko am ci barke salaatul fatiha ñu ngi laa ñaanal ci kanam yow da nga baax kon di nga am lu baax dinañ toog di ba di la dégga fi nga bugg a egga yàlla la fa yàlla eggal te yàlla bul mu sa haade ñu ngi support nag waaye nag yàlla baax na yàlla ñu yàlla gën a may doole Alfu moom damaa ne Texas génna si leen Alfu ku ko xamut xamuloo ko waaye Alfu dafa jara ñëw pour uyu si man Alfu tamit suma néebo lañu woon Bakoteh papaam ak rakaam yi yëpp suñ gannaaw kër lañ dëkkoon bi ma ko fi waxee sa ne ko Alfu yoo xameewuloo ma waaye man xamee naa la waaye dama bëgg a Dallas Texas ñu dee génna di support especially am na nit yoo xam ne xëj na doo dem waaye dañ yëngu si suñ askan ba nga xam ne su nit amee problème sax dañ dee taxaw pour jàppale la man nag dama fi amoon suma nit ku gaañu woon bi ma ko Alfu he was the first person koo xam ne lim fa def sa mënuma koo wax kóllëre boobu noonu laa ko jàppee te duma ko musa bàyyi te dama ñaan yàlla gën maa dooleel understand nga ba nga xam ne lum yëngu ma bëgg koo jàppale ku baax la yéen ñëpp ku baax ngeen même
thank you jërëjëf Njuka thank you so much Amina yaa rabbi Amina from the JOYE Organization Women Empowerment Forum. I'm here with my sister Aji. She's also part of this organization. Aji, tell us a little bit about being here today. And first of all, I want to thank you for stepping on the show.
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so glad you are here because this is all about community and you are part of the Texas community. So welcome back. We are glad to have you here and also at our event today at JOYE. So I'm a part of the team here at JOYE. I'm a volunteer. I usually manage the social media page most of the time along with other team members, Alfie, Amina, Yvonne, all of us, and mostly the PR work and sending the message out to the public in our forums, the Facebook page, and also the Gambian community out there. So today we have the JOYE Women Empowerment Conference, which we just conclude right now. It was a great event, and we thank everybody for coming and joining us. It was a great time, and we had a lot of information that we shared. We all hope to gain from. We give and take here, and we are all about community here. This is the second JOYE Women Empowerment event. We had one 2 years ago in 2016, and this is the second one we had here. Usually we have the two major events in the year, which is in the JOYE Women Empowerment, and then the gala, which is in October. So we have the gala coming up on October 27th.
So if you missed this one, that means please try and come and support the JOYE organization for their gala in October. So Aji, talk to me. I know you are part of the organization, and also you, like you said, a volunteer. Why was it so important for you guys to come up with such a powerful forum, which is the women empowerment?
Okay, so we have to empower ourselves in the community here, because what JOYE does is we do fundraising events, sometimes online, sometimes through these events here, and then we give back mostly to the community here. We give back to by the back to school program we have. We give backpacks to kids here in the area, in the Allen area, and also we contribute to other Gambian communities and African communities here, like the GTA. We donate and work with them in some of our events, but mostly we raise all these funds to send back home. Yeah, back home in the Gambia and Kenya. Like we work on helping kids in school, and we also help women back in the Gambia, in some rural communities in the Gambia, and some in the urban areas. So we do that every year. And we also have a team in the Gambia who run the programs and coordinate all that we do on the ground in the Gambia. So that's what we're all about, mostly to raise funds and empower and help youths back home, and also in our community here, because since most of the funds are coming from the people here, so we also want to give back to them. So the women empowerment is mostly for that. I mean, the event is women empowerment, but even men are welcome. I mean, we see mostly women here.
You met me there too. I mean, which was amazing just to hear another man hear another woman's point of view in life without just listening to us or pretending like they're listening.
Yeah, I know. They ask. I mean, yeah, it's for everybody. It's for everybody to share and learn from it, and then teach another. So yeah. So I mean, we had a great time today. But hopefully next time we have a much bigger turnout, and we would like to see more people come and join us here, like they do in the gala event. So hopefully the next women empowerment, you will see many people from the community. So spread the words and tell your family and friends to come join us next time, because all that we are doing is to build ourselves together and our community, so we can all move forward and keep helping our people back home.
Absolutely, Aji. It's just humbling, and I want to personally thank you guys for having the Mimi Janha show on the forum this year. Thank you so much, Aji. I had a great time, and it was very inspiring, like you said. Very inspiring, like you said. The volume of educated and smart women that you guys put together, they all have great stories to tell, and it's just very humble. And
Experience, so we were glad to have them here, and they all shared with us. We had Jenaba, Ashley, Jeanette, and Kendra. Yeah, all great speakers, and our MC too, Angela, and from the audience too. They were asking good questions, and they were also commenting and sharing their experience and opinions. So yeah, it's like we were all giving it.
It was like more of a sisterhood thing. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Aji. It's very.
And the food was great too. So.
And the dessert.
Yes. It was. It's a nice place here, the Sheraton Mechanic. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Next time. Thank you so much, Aji. Thank you.
Anything that you said. It is so true. And it really is so true. And it's, yeah,
it made me think a lot about my life and the choices that I make, and that's the important thing there. I'll start with asking a question with someone who's just starting in their career. So you talked about strengths. My number one is empathy. Number two is context. Number three is learner. Number four is connectedness. And number five is, I'm getting what number five is. Later or something.
I gotta tell you, Angela, it was so mind-freshing and I mean, you just did a great job today. I'm sure you guys will see some of her great work behind the scene. So, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show. So, talk to us. Why was it so important for you to be at this event today?
Oh, thank you so much. It has been such a joyful day all around. But to have the opportunity to talk about growth and owning your career and owning your tomorrow is such an important conversation that we sometimes are afraid to have. And so just to be that self-aware has been an amazing day, and then to do it within a really safe environment and have women who are really successful in their own careers, who are people leaders, who are mentors and very supportive. I think that's a really important crowd to be a part of.
Well, I gotta tell you, I have to second that too. The crowd was amazing, and I learned a lot from the four speakers today. They all have like different stories to tell, but it's amazing how every single one have a story that anyone can relate to, which I think was great. So talk to us. What is one thing that you learned today? I know being the MC, you are in and out of, introducing the speakers and stuff. Tell us, what is one thing that you learned today in this particular forum that you really want to go home and implement, or you want to go home and tell yourself that, I am so happy, or I'm glad I was part of this organization today. I learned this thing.
I think the basic ideas of who we are there, and being able to stand in your truth, and not moving away or conforming to what other people's expectations of you are. I think that was really important to hear other people say, look, we understand that, we've gone through that, and here's how you continue to stand in your truth, here's how you grow. I think that was really important to hear from somebody else, and to hear that all of these women have encountered that in their life, and then to be able to stand up and say, hey, we made it out of it, is really important. I think for women, especially women of color, we want to have our seat at the table. We want our voices to be heard, and we talk so much about leaning in, but there were so many different concepts that maybe leaning in does not always fit everyone, right? That you have to find what that means to sit at the table and what type of a voice you want to have while you're at that table. So
Beautiful. It's just very humbling, inspiring at the same time. So tell us, why is it so important for every woman out there to be at this forum every year to come support JOYE as well?
I'm definitely going to say that I hope that there's growth. This is a great event to come and hear other people share experiences, right? To be able to talk about, we had Janha talk about at the end of it, financial wellness, right? That money is such a personal thing that we are so afraid to talk about, right? But to have that safe place where we could discuss financial wellness, right? To be able to talk about self-care and disregarding the guilt that you feel maybe if you choose career over having a husband or having children like right away. So it's really important.
Right now, my struggle with this kid, that can't even allow me.
But just those struggles, like that you are not alone in whatever you're going through. I think we saw that today where we said, hey, I want to be this way, but my community is that way. And really, it's just, you have to be able to find what makes you happy. And to be able to share it with a community of women is really inspiring.
Beautiful, beautiful, Amina. I want to thank you so much for giving us your time. And it's so nice meeting you. And keep up with the great work. I am so impressed.
Has someone chopped your money before?
All day,
Without you getting anything reward for it?
every day.
Right? And you just believe like you're like, I just wasted this. You know, or have you just went out shopping and buy and get home and you feel so remorse? Anybody guilty of that?
I take it back. Rita.
Or if you're married, you go shopping and leave the stuff in the trunk. Until it's time to travel and you're trying to empty the trunk, your husband is like, what are all these stuff doing?
It's just great seeing you, and such an honor to have you on the show. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why was it so important for you to participate or be here today?
My name is Janha, and I just came in to support, and I knew just looking at their agenda for the day that there was a lot to learn. And I just wanted to network with other women and learn from them, which I did. I learned plenty. There was a lot of content and beyond my expectations. So I truly enjoyed it.
Wow, I gotta tell you, you ask great questions out there, and your input, and also how engaging you were with the speakers. So tell me, what is one thing that you learned today coming here as a person that you really want to implement in your life, or what are some input or some feedback that you felt like it really helped you personally?
Well, I think the biggest one for me was self-awareness. I mean, it's one thing to know where you stand and who you are, but even bigger important part of it is how people perceive you and how your actions affect other people. So that was my biggest lesson of the day, and I'll be changing some of my ways, you know.
We actually have someone working out of here with a pen.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. I have a plan, yeah. I'll be changing some of my ways to be more cognizant of the people around me and how my actions affect them. Definitely.
Oh, that's beautiful. I think that's one thing that the first thing I heard about the Empowerment Forum. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I can learn a thing or two. But you're absolutely right. It's like so many messages from these amazing women today that we have as speakers. But talk to us, Shani. What is one advice that you want to give to every woman out there?
Trying to do it all. You know, trying to be the superwoman, trying to be professional, and at the same time being a mother and a wife. It's okay to not do it all, and it's okay to fail. That's really what I'll say. And my biggest point is come to the next one. It was really, really informative. I mean, it wasn't academic at all. If you're the ones who get bored with academic speeches, this wasn't. This was full of life skills, and life lessons. So please, please, please make it next year. It'll be worth your time. Yeah.
You heard it from her. She learned a lot today, and she's telling you guys to come back every year. China, thank you so much. Here with one of the guests for the event. Tell us, of course, your names and why was it so important for you guys to come out today and support the JOYE organization, and especially on the Women Empowerment Forum.
I'm Taryn Cox, and I wanted to come out today because I haven't ever been to a JOYE event, and I wanted to come because I know that my mom works with JOYE.
Wow. How old are you, by the way?
11.
11. Oh, my God. Talk about a smart, strong, beautiful, you're going to be somebody out there one day. So tell us, what is one thing that you learned today coming with your mom at the JOYE organization?
I learned that I need to believe in myself and that I don't need to be a hawk anymore.
Oh my gosh, she is really living here with something. So you don't need to be a hawk anymore. Oh my goodness, I cannot even believe this. This is amazing. Wow, smart, beautiful, and intelligent. It's great having you on the show. You're welcome. So talk to us. Thank you for stopping on the show. And why was it so important for you to be here today with your daughter? And what is one thing that you actually learned today being on the forum?
Actually, I learned a lot. I learned about finances and career development. It was a nice change of pace to be able to come and absorb and learn, and we learned about personalities and communication, and she called me out about being a hawk at home. And an ostrich sometimes too.
I love that, and I love how she just called herself and say, "You know what? I am a hawk. Maybe I should start learning to communicate better." This is great. This is great. This is great. So, what is one thing that you want the people out there that are watching the show to know about these events and why it's so important for them to come support the Joy event every year?
Well, JOYE is an amazing organization. I've been a part of it since November 2015, and I work with Alfie in my day job. But JOYE is absolutely outstanding, and they're really making a difference throughout the world and here locally, over in Africa, and changing lives for children. And it's important for me to get my children involved as well. My oldest son comes to the gala. My daughter, she comes to help pick up when we do the highway cleanup. And then today she got to come to Women Empowerment with me. So
wow, that's beautiful. I mean, I want to thank you guys for inviting me on the event today. It was very empowering, and these women have so much story to tell. And I was very impressed by the way you guys pulled up, organize the event and stuff like that.
I think as women, it's very important for us to have connections and authenticity and realize that there are other people out there going through the same things that we're going through. And hearing some of the other women that shared some of their stories, it really opened my eyes to the need out there for people to feel like everybody can understand what they're going through and that they can trust and have real relationships with other women.
That's beautiful. So talk to me. What is the hardest thing about being a woman?
The hardest thing? I don't know that I could pick just one.
I can say, what is being a woman mean to you, I guess?
Well, it's important for me to be a good mom. I have 3 children. I work full time, and I'm also a single mom. I'm divorced after 19 years of marriage. So it's a little challenging, but it's also empowering at the same time to see that I can take care of myself and my children. And we've done really well so far. And it's important for me to be a good role model for them, to show them they can take care of themselves. They don't have to be dependent upon anybody else.
It's very empowering.
She is a good role model.
Oh, my heart beats. Oh my God. I know. It's like I'm getting emotional just hearing you and how much you are connected to her and you're doing so much being a single mother. It's very humbling. Please.
Hard about being a woman. I think it's hard being a girl or female because all the boys think that they're better than us when really in God's eyes we're all equal.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you all so much for stopping on the show. I'm emotional just talking to you too. Thank you all so much. It's an honor, and I'm sure after this we'll probably link up, and I would love to have like a one-on-one with you personally, and you tell us your story, and maybe we can inspire a person or two out there that's watching the show. Thank you guys so much for stopping.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. We'll be right back after this break, so keep it locked on the Mimi Janha show. This was the Joy Women.
Managers out there, they're leaders. Good difference,
So here I am in this dream role facing a possible relocation. Professionally in our career, but I think I have atomic advantage regardless of where you work, whether you work in the home or you work in Black Friday, about 43% of the e-commerce that is done.
so much for tuning in and watching another special edition of the Mimi Janha Show. I'm your host, Mimi Sise Janha. This was JOYE organization, the yearly Women Empowerment Forum. And I've been so honored to be invited. And the Mimi Janha Show was here, and we made sure we captured all those moments for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and keep it locked. And if you have any questions again, we want to thank you for tuning in and watching another segment of the Mimi Janha Show. Thank you.